back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Adru, and if you're a returning subscriber, well, come back. Today I have my lovely friend. I have my lovely friend Ngerian, and as the title says, we're going to be talking about driving in Australia. What you need to know about driving in Australia. And before I move on, have you subscribed?
Have you?
Have you subscribed?
Have you?
If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below. While you're down there, please do not forget to click on the notification bell, and please like this video, please, so that other people that are interested in videos like this can also see it. Increases my visibility on YouTube. I'm going to also be apologizing in advance about my lighting. I think I apologize about my lighting a lot. It's so annoying, but I was chasing the sunset. It's winter in Australia, and today is like the only time that the sun was going to come out till next week. And I took a video last week actually, and the sound disappeared. I was so frustrated. I was like, I'm going to post on this channel, and then the sound vanished, and I had to beg her to come again and do this video with me. So I'm actually happy that. Oh, thanks, baby. I'm actually happy that she came back and she's doing this video with me. So we're going to try and make this video pretty fast. I know I say it every time, but I'm really conscious this time around to try to make this video short as possible. I promise. If it's too long, I'll edit it. I think. So for reference base, I learned how to drive in Nigeria. Meanwhile, my lovely friend learned how to drive in Australia. Right now, she's on her red P, and we're going to get to it pretty soon. We're going to talk about the process, how to go about it, and what to know coming from Nigeria or whatever country you're coming from, and you're trying to learn how to drive in Australia, or you're trying to adjust to the driving culture here, which I think we all kind of did. And I think with this video we're also going to be talking about the effectiveness of getting the driver's license and why it's important to get the driver's license once you come into the country. Try to get your driver's license from Nigeria or whatever country you're coming from. The international driver's license for 1 year, it lasts for a year, and that really helps. Because for me, it helps me a lot. That 1 year with my international driver's license, you can get it from passport office in Nigeria. I got mine from the Nigerian passport office in Kui, and it lasted me for 1 whole year. It kind of helped me adjust into the Australian driving culture, because they drive on the right hand side, and if you're Nigerian, you know that we are on the left. So I did enter the wrong side of the road a couple of times. I'm going to put my phone on silent now. I did enter the other side of the road a couple of times, and I think I entered with you once.
Yes, we did.
Everybody was on the wrong side of the road. Luckily I was not arrested.
Yes.
Or stopped.
Or fined.
Or fined.
Yes.
And now we're going to talk about the process and how to go through with it, because I'm actually in the process of changing my Nigerian license to the Australian license.
As someone that has gone through that experience, I'm going to tell you that that 1 year of learning how to drive, with that L at the back of your car.
I don't have to do that.
You don't want to go through that.
She did it. I don't have to go through it. No, I don't have to go through it because I have my Nigerian license, and as long as your license is older than 3 years, you can check. You can directly get the full Australian license,
which is the goal. But mine is coming in 5 years. So
I was going to explain why hers is coming that long. Not 5 years. You have about 3 years.
Yeah, I have 1 year on the red P, and then 2 years on the red green P, and then
okay, so we're going to explain the green P. So if you are, say you're trying to learn how to drive in Australia, there's a lengthy, I'm going to do lengthy because it's a bit lengthy. So
she doesn't have the space to do so, but I have, so I can show you.
Thank you. It's a bit lengthy, and the process is a bit tedious. So there is the 1 year on the learners and then there's the 1 year on the red P, and then there's the first green P is 1 year, and the second green P is 2 years, so that's 4 years. And at the end of that, you now get your full Australian license.
Yes. So if you're planning to leave the country after your student visa, and you don't start the process, you wouldn't finish it by the time you leave.
Yeah. If you've been driving in your home country, the best thing is to just get an international driver's license, which I had for, the 1 year first, and now I'm going to switch because I want to stay here longer.
Yes.
Yeah. And I know that my Nigerian license is longer than 3 years, so I can actually get the full license and not have to do the whole process. But now, fast forward to someone like me now. Now I want to go through the process. How do I go about it?
Yes.
There are two ways. Not two ways. There are 2 steps. I mean, how do you say that?
You need 2 processes.
2 processes, 2 tests. So the first one is the DKT, which is a driver's knowledge test that you have to pass.
Exactly.
Before you go to the second step, which is the practical driving, and we're just going to be talking about how to aid that process, how to prepare for the DKT, which is the driver's knowledge test, and tips to help. At least what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the last video that we actually, took, we showed the process, and I'm going to do that again. I'm going to turn on my screen recording on my phone because my phone is handy pretty much, and I already downloaded the DKT test. You can it says I'm sure you'll be able to see it on the screen now. It says the RMS practice DKT. This will just help you with questions that you most likely see. And I know you have experience with this because when you took your DKT,
yes,
it was very helpful.
Yeah, because it gives you a lot of questions. There are over 9,000 questions.
That's a lot of questions.
Yes. So you don't know the questions that are going to hit you on test day. So the best thing you can do is practice. Practice, practice, practice.
So you have to keep practicing.
Yes.
See, if you first of all, we're gonna just try the demo so you can actually see what it looks like. When we say 9,000 questions or 900 questions, it doesn't mean that you're going to answer 900 or 9,000.
Oh yeah, sorry, 900
yes,
questions.
it's just the questions are unending. So you click on the practice car test. It asks you what type. Are you doing motorbike or trolley, scooter, anyone? But I'm not doing that. So I'm gonna click on practice test car, English, and okay, we're just going to wait for that to load.
Yes. While it's loading, you should know that. Okay.
Yeah. It says review. So I'm gonna say review because it just shows us like what you need to know. It says welcome to the driver's knowledge test. You will be asked 45 questions and you're allowed 3 questions wrong in the first section. General knowledge and only 1 question wrong in either road safety or road sign sections. By the way, this app you can get it on App Store. So just put DKT, or if you go on Google and it will just redirect you to where to download it from. It's better. If you don't want to download the app, you can actually just get it from Safari or just you can do it online yourself and just keep watching. I don't know. I said Safari because I'm using an iPhone. My apologies.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. So it's just next. It kind of shows you what to do, how to answer the questions, what the questions are going to look like, how to move to the next page. Common knowledge. And the thing is, if you've been driving for that 1 year with your international driver's license, most of these questions will actually come easy for you because they are like everyday things. It's a bit different, driving in Nigeria. The rules are a bit different. But if you've been driving here and then, you kind of pick up things pretty fast, it would be really easy for you, if I do say so myself.
Yes, that was what I wanted to mention, that you should familiarize yourself with the road.
Yes.
Because all the questions you're being asked are practical things, the sensible things to do.
Yeah.
Because yes, we know that sometimes, if there's a car and it's misbehaving, you want to, but then you have to keep to your lane, all the times, or you have to drive to your left. So these are just things that you will be doing when you're driving yourself.
Consciously or unconsciously.
Yes. So we're trying to find out the very sane way to drive, not if you're not a sane driver and you know yourself.
You have to be a sane driver in Australia, even if some people are not sane on the road.
And you know yourself. If you're not a
Yeah.
sane driver on the road.
See, a lot of people, their head is on the road. I don't want to say their head's not correct, but I don't know who gave their license.
We're only testing for the sane things you will do on the road.
Yes.
Not the insane things that you do. Alright?
Yeah. So we're going to move on, and it just, shows you. I'm just going to keep clicking next because it's just telling you how to skip videos and things like that. Move. Okay, next. Okay, next. Sorry. But yeah, now you're ready to begin. So I'm just going to say the first question is: if you see a horse and a rider on the road, what do? Sound your horn to warn the rider. Slow down and give them plenty of room. Speed up and pass the horse. So the answer is B.
Because that's the same thing.
That's the same thing to do. That's the correct answer, because if you press your horn or you sound your horn, you're going to scare the horse and the rider. If you speed up to pass the horse, you're also going to scare the horse and the rider, and you can cause an accident on the road. So slowing down and giving them plenty of room is the best thing for you to do. So
yay, we got it correctly.
come on. Yeah, that's the right answer. And then so you're ready to start the questions, and you start and you train and things like that. And once you pass this, because at the beginning you can see that you're only allowed to fail a couple of questions. So technically, once you do the DKT, and if you do not pass, you know right there if you did not pass or not.
Yeah, so just get ready to pay. I think it was $45 again.
Yeah.
43?
49.
$49.
$49 again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
if you're working for your money, you know how much that is. So.
Yeah, it might not be a lot to some people, but if you write that something like 4 times, then you feel it. So then the next thing is booking your practice test.
Yeah.
Someone told me that driving for the practice is like you're doing a dance. But the last time she actually mentioned, I'm saying the last time, like I said the video has been out, but she mentioned that it depends on the driver. On the person,
your instructor.
That's the word I was looking for. I think I just scratched you. But the person told me that it's a dance, so they basically want to know that you're looking out for vehicles. So it's like, look at your rear mirror, look at your side mirror, look at your side mirror, look at the road too. Don't go and hit somebody because they're trying to do the mirror dance, basically.
I think most importantly, they want to know that even when you're doing the dance, you actually know why you're doing the dance.
Yes.
So it's not just you're doing the dance, so everybody told you look up, look left, look right, or you memorized it. Like smart people like you. We actually want to know, why are you looking up at your back mirror, and your instructor will know why you're doing it.
If you can go through these steps and you can actually do it, I think what did you do before your practice test?
Oh, what I did was I did a practice test before the practice test. Yes, I had to. I just wanted to check, grade. So I told a friend that I just wanted to grade myself before the exams. So I did it, and he was like, "No, you didn't pass." And I was like, "What?" He said, "No, you didn't pass. You didn't look at all your mirrors." So yes, that was my snake guy. I'll call him the snake guy because he wanted me to do this.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to take that tip and I'm going to do it before my practice day, so that because me, I'm just driving my own Niger style. So I'm going to take it so that at least I know what I'm doing wrong, or if I'm doing anything wrong, so I can correct it before my practice test.
Bear in mind,
sorry. I haven't done my DKT yet. I'm still, on the practice questions. I hope to do it in like 2 weeks or so, but I have to book it first. It's just laziness, and plus there's a lockdown also, so I'm kind of waiting for the lockdown to actually go down.
I'm sure you'll be asking, when should you go for the DKT? So when do you feel you've practiced enough? When you've gotten 20 over 20, like 10 times.
Yeah.
10
times.
10 times. You can go. As in, when you've passed, because each time you do the practice, they'll tell you whether you've passed or whether you failed. Yeah. So if you've done it consecutively like 10 times in a stretch, you can go. Yeah.
You're ready. You're ready, and you want ace it. And please, when you ace it, who helped you?
We did.
So that's what we're going to do, and but would you say that if you go back to Nigeria now, it's going to be easy for you to drive, or like adjusting might be a bit tricky?
I didn't even make plans to drive when I go back home, because
I
still watch Nigerian movies, and back at home I didn't drive, so I didn't know that.
You can't tell the difference.
Yeah, but here there's lines on the road that I actually follow. It helps me, guides me when I'm driving, and I check some movies out and I see that there are no lines in Nigeria.
What do you mean? There are lines in some places?
There's lines in some places. Okay, fine, I'll drive in those places that have lines.
I think though it might help you. Nigeria, the roads are separated totally. Like Australia now, unless you're on the highway, there's no proper separation between 2 lanes.
Yeah.
They are just like Yeah, they just double line for you to
A
get
friend called it a mental boundary.
Yeah, like you know that you're not supposed to cross that side because that's for the other side. And sometimes when I first started driving, I'm just like, am I on the wrong side of the road? Because sometimes it turns to only one lane that's active for just like going, and you're like, wait first, some cars are coming. What's happening? So, but don't be scared.
Remember, this is what you do. Always on your left. Always on your left. So whenever you're driving in Australia, just remember, any road I'm on I should be on the left hand side of the road. So whichever road you're on, just remember left. Left. So even when you're on a road and then there's a double line and you didn't see it, as long as you're on the left hand side of the road, I'm sure you'll be able to stay safe.
Even on the highway, if you're a bit confused on the highway, you're scared, they always say stay on the left unless you're overtaking or being too righteous and you want to move forward, But the sun has disappeared, but I think that we made use of whatever.
So much
Come on, I don't have voice to sing. So what would you say, why should anyone drive in Australia? Like, I'm just here. Why should I learn how to drive? Why should I drive a car in Australia?
Okay, there's something you should know about driving in Australia. We have a lot of expenses that comes up from buying the car, which will be a separate video, to your licenses, to your insurances, separate videos entirely.
Registration.
Yes, those things cost a fortune. Okay, not a fortune, but a
if you think
small
about
fortune, But for the freedom it gives you, the freedom and the control it gives you, you get out of bed and I want to go to the shop, and then, boom, you're there, You don't have to wait
freedom
for the bus
of
or
movement.
Freedom of movement.
Exactly. Some places are not as close as it seems in Australia.
Exactly.
So you might have some places close by, and then some places are just not close by. Sometimes you will say, oh, it's a 25-minute drive, but if you take a bus, it could take you almost an hour to get there.
Are you talking about an hour?
You're talking
about almost 2
hours.
Because you have to change trains.
Yeah, if you're taking the train, you have to take the train, bus. It's all the systems are actually pretty effective, but
you just don't go directly to the point.
Let me tell you the points where I knew that I needed to get a car. I was working at Eastern Creek. Eastern Creek, anyone that knows Eastern Creek in New South Wales, from Parramatta knows that, not a lot of buses move there in the morning. I was supposed to resume 6 a.m. But I couldn't resume by 6 a.m. because the bus wasn't running towards that area by that time. So I had to resume by 7 a.m. So all my colleagues were getting the extra morning overtime hour because we're not supposed to resume that morning. Yeah, it was supposed to be and the thing is that 6 a.m. I'm actually awake. I'm on the road trying to get to work. Meanwhile, my colleagues had cars, but they were not staying in my area. And that day, from where the bus would drop me to where I would to my office, basically, was a 15-minute walk. That it started raining. There was no lights. There was no lights because it was really early in the morning and there was no lights. So it was really I think was it winter when is it winter or summer when it's like
longer days and shorter nights?
Yeah. So shorter nights. No. Shorter nights or longer days or something. It was dark. It was dark.
So if we're talking about when you came in, so you came in January, so that was whereabouts?
Eastern Creek was already going to but then I started working at Eastern Creek because I moved from the other place I was working to Eastern Creek around March, April.
So we're coming towards autumn.
Yes. My guys, the road, it was dark. There was no street lights there. And the bus, I had to be looking at my map because if you're using the bus, you'll be familiar with the Opal map. So that it shows you where the bus is going to drop you or where your bus stop is. If you watched my video, I'm going to tag it up, what I need to know when what do I need when I come to Australia, newbies guide. It shows, I told you that you need to get an Opal card if you're entering, the bus, which is what you're going to be using.
And the
bus,
app,
the train.
she mentioned the app.
Yeah, the app was.
They come together.
She was the one that gave me the Opal card. Actually mentioned you in the video. I'm like, she hooked me up with the Opal card and I didn't have to get my Opal card. Yeah.
We had 5 around that time, so.
Wow, that's a lot. They were given in my school then with $200 on it, but I did not know, but I already had one, so who cares? But back to my story, because I digress. Anyhow, I was looking at my map, I got there, this road was dark. The bus dropped me and they left me. The way I was holding my school bag, I just carried the school bag like this. And it started raining, my beloved. I was walking under the rain and I was promising myself, I will not suffer like this in Nigeria. Why am I suffering in another land? And that day, I packed my whole savings. I didn't even care that anything. I packed my savings, went to Facebook Market Garden for a car. I said, I cannot suffer like this. I was crying, I was wet. You think that my boss at work will even say, hey, yeah, wet, oh. They're like, you're 10 minutes late. Look for something to cover your body so you can get to work. I'm like, God.
I think I also have I think I also have a rainy story before I started driving. So I was coming back from work and it started drizzling, and I tried to get some cars to stop and pick me up. Thinking it was Nigeria.
Even in Nigeria, I said, do you think I will stop car to pick me up? I beg.
No one did.
Somebody not carrying.
And after that, and I had my car, but I was like, oh my God, I'm still,
She wasn't driving.
I'm still scared to, I wasn't scared anymore.
You will not be scared. When you have that type of experience, you will not be scared.
I was not scared. The rejection
you'll be so angry. Like, God, I can't. And then when you start driving, you'll be like, it was this easy?
Oh, and then you get to leave out of your car, make your changes smoothly. Transition from slippers to boots to, you don't have to carry them around, lock them around in a car, in a school bag.
I was still doing my warehouse jobs, those boots are heavy. Those safety boots, I will carry it and be trekking for 15 minutes. I'm walking. Where are you going? I'm going to walk like this. As in, my boyfriend Meji, he will be asking me that, hey Joy, sure you know that you can put these shoes in your bag? I'm like, well, it's either I carry it on my leg and be heavy, or carry it on my back. See, I was even still skinny now, bro, because I have car.
Yeah.
I suffered. It was not easy. But see me now. See us now. See,
I came to our house in 5 minutes. Now, if I wanted to use the bus to go to our house, this is what I would have done. I would have taken a bus to the train station. 3 minutes, but I have to wait for that bus. So I have to walk 7 minutes to the bus stop, 3 minutes to the drive to the train station, take a bus that wouldn't even go her way.
They'll still stop.
Oh my God.
They'll still stop. And then when you now get here with the bus, you will not still walk.
Oh my
God. And then if you want to stop at the bus stop that's closest to my house is another different bus entirely. So she will take the closest bus that will stop there and then do another 10 minutes walk to my house. That process alone, it seems like, oh, okay, no.
I wasn't visiting friends then. But now I do visit friends.
Of course now. 5 minutes that will take you that would have taken you 40 minutes. And she stays 5 to 6 minutes away from my house.
Exactly. You gotta drive.
Yes. Also, know that this video is for New South Wales. Every state has their own driving rules and restrictions, and I feel like we didn't even talk about the restrictions that come with the green P, red P, and we're going to briefly talk about that now because it's getting really dark. But when you have like a red P,
I can't drive more than 90.
You can't drive more than 90, even if your road is saying 110. You have to still drive at 90. If you have a learner's permit, like if you have an L on your car, you can't drive alone. You have to drive with somebody else that has a full Australian license. So that's why, I don't know, I would rather change my Nigerian license to an Australian license full, because I can't be going through that stress. You want to go through the regular Australian process, but man, I've been driving since Nigeria. I will go and change my Nigerian license. So yes. So for disclaimer, the rules don't apply in every state. Each state to its own. Canberra has a different rule than NSW. Victoria has a different rule. Anywhere you go to is different. So for what we're talking about in Sydney, because that's what we're talking about, NSW. That's what we're referring to. So don't get us wrong. Because I know some people will come in the comment section and be like, oh, it doesn't apply here, it doesn't apply there. So that's why I'm giving a disclaimer now. Even if the disclaimer is coming at the end of the video. But, don't say we didn't do anything.
We got a style, baby. It's a style.
Yeah. But if you made it to the end of this video,
yay!
Thank you very much. If you have tips, you have suggestions, please leave them in the comment section down below. If you want our beloved Glory to come back again, if you like her vibe, let us also know in the comment section. We're going to be there. Thank you also for the compliments, the messages, the emails I get. Sometimes I don't want to keep doing these videos, but like I feel like the people in my my emails especially, they keep me accountable, and like the encouraging words, keeps me going. So thank you so much for everything, guys. Thank you. Oh no, before we move, so if you stay to the end of this video and you still haven't subscribed,
We're waiting for you.
wait 1 minute. Have you subscribed now?
Yeah.
So please, I beg, please subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button, and then while you're down there, also click on the notification bell so that you can be notified when we post a new one.
And we trust you to keep your videos all the time, every Wednesday.
Wow, this one is giving me like straight up. She's like, if someone is checking you up, like, can you
if you're
trust you?
looking for my subscription, sorry,
yeah,
conduct.
yeah. Yeah, but don't worry, I will shock you. I'm still in school, so I have to do what I came to Australia to do first.
Yes.
Yeah, but sometimes I won't say I get lazy, but sometimes I have videos and then I have recorded the videos and I'm trying to edit them and poof, something happens, like the one we did last week.
Yeah.
See how we did a video and I was going to post it up and then no sound. And we did 3 takes, guys. And it should be, it's my mistake, I should have checked it before getting it, Yeah, but it happened. Life goes on and we're here.
It's part of the doing your thing, so you understand. You do, right?
I'm sure they do.
Alright.
Alright, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.